Hello traders, my name is Tomasz Wiśniewski, I'm a chief analyst in Alpar Research and Analysis, and this is our daily analytical report. Very interesting day. We do have few trading signals. We are very close to get new trading signals. We already had interesting, significant macro data being published from UK. Which came well in line with expectations, but British pound is losing right now, which is actually coming in line with our, it was slightly worse than expectations. CPI, PPI came in line with expectations. Retail price index came lower, CPI came lower. So the overall outlook on this is negative. And British pound is losing, and that's actually in line with our view on this currency from yesterday. You can check that on YouTube. Everything is recorded, but I will mention that today as well. All those pairs with British pound. Still to come, we do have FOMC today in 9 hours, so still a lot of time ahead of that. 9 hours before FOMC, American dollar is giving few buy signals on a few instruments. That is very interesting. We will see if that movement, if those signals will be sustainable, if they will be respected. That's definitely interesting. So let me show you the charts. One of the instruments, which is, well, we don't have a buy signal here yet, but American dollar to Canadian dollar trade to create buy signal today, well, actually an hour ago. You can see that the price is aiming the horizontal resistance on 130.30. This horizontal resistance is a part of an ascending triangle pattern. Ascending triangle is a bullish formation. So in theory, this promotes a further upswing. As long as the price is inside this pattern, both scenarios can actually happen, right? So we can have either an upswing and a breakout, or the downswing and a breakout of the lower line, this trend line. So I would be cautious with opening positions with the price inside of the pattern. But H4 candle closing above the green area will be a legitimate buy signal. I'm fighting with myself. If, for example, like we would get a buy signal now, I'm thinking if one should open a long position ahead of Fed. I usually don't do this. So when there is a Fed, when there is a FOMC rate decision, economic projections, etc., I do not open positions ahead of this. Well, maybe one day before, yes, but few hours before, no, because the data, economic projections, dots, etc., that's lottery. And you're a trader, not a lottery participant. And as a trader, it's not wise to open positions during those data. But if there was no data, price closing above the green area would trigger a legitimate buy signal. Next one is American dollar to Swiss franc, which is one leg in the buy signal. We are still waiting for the second leg. First leg is in the buy signal because we do have a breakout of the upper line of the flag. Flag is a trend continuation pattern. It should bring us a movement towards new highs. I'm sorry for a second. Okay, hello traders, I'm sorry I'm back. So we will have a buy signal once we will have a breakout of the green area. So far they made the first attempt. It's we get a bounce, a shooting star here, but the price, the daily candlestick closing above the green area will be a legitimate buy signal on American dollar to Swiss franc. Now New Zealand dollar to American dollar. New Zealand dollar is resisting the strength of the American dollar here. What we are having here is a sideways trend. It's a symmetric triangle pattern. I'm sorry, it's a rectangle pattern here. And as we said yesterday, breakout of the lower line will trigger us a sell signal, breakout of the upper line will trigger us a buy signal. We made an attempt overnight to break the horizontal support, but it failed, so the price created a shooting hammer, and that confirms this horizontal support, which is a good information because we know where the horizontal support is exactly. And it creates an occasion for the sellers because according to this, a breakout of those lows should trigger us a sell signal. Buyers are using this as a false breakout pattern, so are using this double bottom formation as a false breakout pattern. They are trying to create a reversal. So far they are successful in the short term, but maybe it will help the price to drive the price to 38.2. We will see. Now gold. Gold also made an attempt to break the ultra important support, and that is combination of two. First one is long-term uptrend line, and really a breakout of this long-term uptrend line will be catastrophic for the buyers. For the buyers. That breakout of this line will immediately trigger a long-term sell signal. Long-term uptrend line along with the lower line of the triangle. First attempt to break this is unsuccessful. The price created a hammer. No, this horizontal support makes no sense. So price created a hammer and tries to come back. All eyes on a daily chart, really. If the daily chart will be a hammer here, that will be a good buy signal, like this one, for example. But for everything, we'll have to wait for the FOMC and the reaction on the American dollar, because we all know that gold is highly correlated with the American dollar, right? So we need to wait for the end of the day, really. A strong bounce from the long-term uptrend line will open us a way towards the resistance on $1,305, $7 per ounce, and a breakout of the yellow area will open a long buying opportunity for gold. Next one is British pound to Swiss franc, which we were analyzing recently, and I said that there is a good selling opportunity because there is a downtrend, there is a correction. The correction is a head and shoulder pattern, a wedge. Breakout of the horizontal support and the lower line of the wedge will trigger us a sell signal. Simple as that. Just this. This is how the price action works. Breakout of this support will open us a way towards the horizontal support here, created by the lows from February and March. So in theory, that would be a great risk to reward ratio. So for example, 90 pips risk, 20 pips profit, 200 pips profit. British pound to Japanese yen. Here the sellers are struggling to drive the price lower, but thanks to the worse data, they may finally succeed. We will see. First uptrend line, short-term uptrend line was broken. Now time for the midterm uptrend line, which is here, which connects the lows from the end of May. So we have this horizontal resistance, super important. We have this midterm downtrend line, super important, and long-term uptrend line, super important. And huge congestion here. We have a lot of supports, resistances, and all of them are now resistances. Okay? So we had a bounce from this. And price breaking the lower black line will be a super important, significant, very strong sell signal on British pound to Japanese yen. Now we're waiting. It looks positive. It looks negative yesterday, at the beginning of the day, then in the middle of the day, then at the end of the day. Every time buyers try to recover. Here. But now sellers are taking the control over again. We'll see if this time they will succeed. Euro to Australian dollar. Euro to Australian dollar is trying to create this right shoulder of this inverse shoulder pattern. We have this left shoulder head and right shoulder. The place is not random because we are bouncing from those lows. But for the proper buy signal, we need to see the price closing above the yellow area. As long as we are below the yellow area, there is no sell signal. And actually the price getting to the yellow area and creating a reversal pattern will give us a sell signal. Swiss franc to Japanese yen. Also, chance for an inverse head and shoulder formation, but before the buy signal will be triggered, we need to see the breakout of the 38.2 Fibonacci. Euro to Canadian dollar. We are having a sideways trend, not very interesting, but I left this instrument for the future because maybe we'll have something interesting here. Euro to Swiss franc, defending those lower lines of the flags and wedges, so no signal yet. Price getting to the X will be a sell signal. This neckline is no longer in play. What we have in play is this horizontal support, which is more relevant at the moment. So price getting below them to X will be a sell signal. Euro dollar was trying to was having a pennant. We broke the lower line of the pennant, but is this breakout significant, sustainable, legitimate? Well, I don't think so. Sell signal is not created now, since the sell signal will be created when the price will go to the X. So far, so good for the buyers. And British pound to Canadian dollar, we need to go to the lower time frame. Okay, maybe something like that. This is more legitimate. So price getting actually here to make sure will be a better sell signal. British pound to Canadian dollar, close to sell signal but not there yet. New Zealand dollar to Japanese yen, similar situation to Swiss franc to Japanese yen, so we are waiting for the breakout of the neckline. And American dollar to Japanese yen, that's interesting because we had this false breakout here and a bounce from the lower line of the flag, and this is the continuation of this movement. Unfortunately, no trading signal here inside of, well, according to my look and my understanding of the price action, there is no sell signal, no trading signal here. We are approaching important resistance here where we may get a reversal, like a combination of this upper line of the flag and this downtrend line. So we finished on this instrument yesterday. Now we have those to analyze. Let me start with Australian dollar to Canadian dollar. No. This is not the best environment to trade. I don't like the situation here. So you can see, you need to learn this, guys, because I can see this too often. I can see this too often that you are forcing yourself to trade something. And instead of looking for the best trading setups, you are forcing yourself to open whatever. No, I don't like this situation, so I don't trade it. I'm not even bothered to look at this this situation. Australian dollar to Swiss franc. That's a super boring sideways trend. Sideways trends are usually places where traders are losing money. Let me see what's going on Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar. This attempt to build a head and shoulder formation. There is this nice horizontal support. There is this trend line which got broken on this one, this one, this one, you see? Hard to tell. This one. Let me check. Here, Fibos, 38.2. Okay, 38.2 is super important, and the next one is 61.8. So breakout of 38.2 can give us a movement towards 61.8. Is that a super strong sell signal? No, there is no signal yet. Actually, I don't like this situation, but okay, let's leave it here. Canadian dollar to Swiss franc. Oh my. I don't like the recent, I told you yesterday, recent price movements are absolutely bad. Like, bam, upswing, downswing, upswing, downswing, upswing, everything inside of the corrections. Some lines are broken, like here, false breakout, many false breakouts, many changes of the direction. This is a very bad environment to trade. We do have a bounce from 50, okay, looks alright. Recovery above 38.2 will be a buy signal. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Canadian dollar to Japanese yen, next one. Here, nothing apart from the huge head and shoulder formation, left shoulder, head and right shoulder, but the sell signal will be created once the price will break this horizontal support, which for now is not happening. Price likes this pattern. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. 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 So yeah, price likes this pattern here. But this one was broken. We didn't get significant sell signal. This one was right. We'll see how about this one. Euro to New Zealand dollar. Sideways trend. Broken support acted as a resistance. And what we are having here, hops, and this is a flag or channel down. Flag will result with a breakout of the upper line, and that would mean also a comeback here, so that would mean a false breakout. But as long as we are below this area, the sentiment is negative. Uptrend line broken. Horizontal support. That's rather wide area. But definitely price getting there will be a sell signal. But that's for patient traders. New Zealand dollar to Swiss franc is next one. Oh, you see, for example, that's what I'm talking about. Probably, yes, 50% Fibonacci, right? What we also got on a daily chart, shooting star bouncing from a 50% Fibonacci, and shooting star yesterday. Really, according to the price action rules, that's supposed to be a super strong sell signal. But the price is not following that. We're having another attempt here. Also, apart from the shooting star, what we got was the breakout of the uptrend line here. And also, that seems like a false breakout. So you can see that the technical analysis for now is not working very efficiently. 38.2, super important. But I will leave it because maybe the price will break 38.2 and we will actually have a comeback to strong technical movements. We will see. Potential target, not very good because the risk to reward ratio would be very, very bad. Okay, and the next one, New Zealand dollar to Swiss franc. Daily, daily, daily. You see, congestion, long heads, two shooting stars. That should result with a downswing, but it's not. That's not a very good. No, this kind of movements, come on, this kind of movements, traders are losing money. Like you can trade like here, here, here. How can you make money in the places like that? No. Traders should forget about this kind of movements and forget about trading in this kind of setups, because you should pick the setups with the highest chance of a success. Here, nothing, but we do have kind of sell signal, but we already analyzed many instruments with British pound, so there's no reason to force yourself to trade on those where we have a worse spread. Like you can pick others. American dollar to Russian ruble. I wanted to show you this one because downswing, double bottom formation, a big one, huge one, right? Bottom from the 2017 and 18. After the breakout, it was tested as a support twice, 1, 2. We all know that a price likes to test twice. Important supports and resistances. We have lower line of the triangle. We have upper line of the triangle. We broke the upper line of the triangle here. We tested it as a support here. Test was positive, and now we're having new highs. That is a super strong buy signal on American dollar to Russian ruble. Silver will be the last instrument. Tomorrow we will finish with the indices and with Bitcoin. Silver is doing kind of better than gold. Because let me show you the gold. Gold is struggling. Gold is trying to defend the long-term uptrend line. But silver is trying to attack the long-term upper line of the triangle. So this is possibly a very interesting buying opportunity here, long-term buying opportunity. So silver is in a better shape than gold recently. Here. That's a kind of a important resistance area here. It lost relevance recently. But this is something for the long-term traders. those two lines. Once one of them will be broken, we'll have a buy or sell signal. American dollar to Canadian dollar, another attempt. American dollar to Swiss franc, another attempt, but failed. So that's why you don't buy with the breakout of the upper line of the flag. You wait for the breakout of the horizontal resistance. New Zealand dollar to American dollar, false breakout, reaction after false breakout. Gold, defending. We'll get trading signals soon, maybe in next 8 hours. And British pound to Japanese yen, defending this long-term uptrend line. We'll see. And a horizontal support here. We'll see if they will succeed. Okay, there is support here. Breakout opens us the way towards new lows. Boom! We'll see. Thanks very much for watching Daily Analytical Report. For more trading occasions, you have to visit our Twitter account and our website outparty.news. For now, all the best in trading. Now a short break, and after that we'll have a webinar, educational webinar about platform MetaTrader 4. Thanks very much and goodbye.